where I'm completing this commission that's for a Norwegian couple. This is going to be so fun. I'm really stoked about completing this. I've been working on it for over a week, like 7 days, full days to complete this painting. And I'm just in the completion phase. So thank you for joining and tuning in to my frequency. It's going to be so fun. So I have a few things left on this painting. I just completed her today. This is Elin. And I worked on Christer as well. Christer and Elin is the couple that is going to receive this painting. So join me. I'm going to be talking a little bit and also just painting, concentrating, making sure this work gets finished and getting in the shape and condition that I wanted to, which is pristine. So thank you. I just came home from a vacation yesterday. We actually landed Monday evening, but we slept at a hotel at Arlanda, Stockholm Airport. Then we came yesterday. Yesterday I completed another workout. Workout. Yeah, I worked out. I completed this painting. And now today I am completing this one, which is in a way an old work, but I've been working on it for a long time, but it's time to wrap this baby up. So great. I'm using different colors. This is a new one. It's actually a really cheap one. This is like 15 bucks, 15 euros. It's a half a liter. It's not good actually, but all paint has their function. This one is cheap and it's very transparent. So yeah, bear with me. So I'm completing his cheek here. I don't know if you can see it, but it's not very, it doesn't have an opacity. I have to really work to get the paint to stay actually. Okay, we're getting there. Have to use a thick layer. I'm using and working mainly in acrylics. That's where I started and I haven't upgraded since then. I always find out new techniques and I feel like I still haven't learned everything about acrylics yet. But I guess I'm a spirit that likes new things. So when I have mastered acrylics, I'm sure I'll go to oil or other techniques. See, I really have to work my way with this one, but I think turns out great. So I already did this one. I'll just fill in a little bit here. I really like the tone of the color or whatever, but it's not filling in very well. So I have to do multiple layers, but I'm happy with that. I'm gonna go over with red. So, as you say in Swedish, I'm happy there. I think I am happy actually for now. I will. Hello, 4 people joined. So I will use I use this color under it. This is the color I use now to make this very creamy pink, but this one is a little bit more blue in it. I like it as well. And I'll also go with, let's see, where did I put it? I put it, um, this is my painting outfit. This is how I usually look painting. Oh, here. This one I'm also going to put on top. Hello, Xora. Thank you for joining me. Okay, so I'm just going to go. My mic keeps falling down. I'm going to fix it. One moment. I'm going to just put it there. Okay. So yeah, this one is this is my favorite brand of colors actually. It's a French brand. It's Sennelier. I don't know if I pronounced that right, but Sennelier Abstract is the one. This one I'm using is Quinadrone Pink. It's a pink, but it's a lot of blue in it actually. So I'm gonna go ahead and I use these ones from IKEA. These ones are new, but I use a palette. I just stack these ones, and when I stack them, there's no air going around, so they don't dry. So this is from before, and the colors have not dried yet because it's like a vacuum here from putting the lids on. So what I do is I'm gonna just, yeah, I'm gonna mix it with water. So for this one, I'm just gonna put in here like that, just a small little amount. And then what I do a lot with acrylics that I learned from, I think his name is David. Shout out to David. He's making wildlife art. I think his channel is called like wildlife art or something. But he taught me to mix with water. So I'm gonna just put a lot of water here, dipping the paintbrush and mixing it up. And then I'm gonna use like kind of a dry brush technique. I have a napkin here. So I just take off a little bit of the water to make it thinner. And then I'm gonna, I believe the light is coming from this direction, which make this cheek. It's lighter at this side, on the upper left side. So as you see, it's kind of a lot of water here in here, but I like it that way. Just a little, actually go on with a even lighter pink on this too. But yeah, maybe that was too much. Then you can just go with my finger. A little bit too much. And let's fix that. I usually use spray paint. So this is the lids for the spray paint. Going back, fixing that. Like that. Okay. Back to the male duck. So this is kind of a stereotype of ducks. This is not, I guess, real ducks, but I made my kind of eye, big eye, which is, it gives it more personality. Usually the ducks, they have very small eyes, but I think it's more interesting to have big eyes. Gives them more personality, makes them more human. If you have any questions, just type them in the comments. So I'm going here, the same thing, a little bit water, and then, and maybe you can't tell, but I'm really excited to finish this work. Been working really hard on it for a long time. It's a commission, and I hope the new owners or our collector is going to be happy with this one. Just a little bit like that. Think I'm happy. Should be a little bit more like this. So this angle is the same. I guess it is. Filling in a little bit more here. When you mix the color with water, it dilutes it and it's more transparent. So, oops. Just removing some excess with my finger. I love painting with my fingers. I learned this from a friend, Emil Wingburen. He also always uses his finger to correct things, and I fell into the habit as well. Filling in a little bit. Okay, I think I'm happy. So usually I use several colors to create a 3D effect. For this one, I'm going to use, where is it? It's here. Again, I love using this one, the Sennelier Abstract. This color is called Vermilion, number 674. Okay, so I'm going to use a spray cap again. Just putting a small amount in here. So this one is kind of old, so it kind of dried up. So this one I really have to mix with water. Just dipping the, I have some water here. Just nothing special, just a honey jar, old honey jar. By the way, I love honey. Okay, so just mixing in a little bit red here to make 3D effects on the chins here. Carefully. This is like the darker part. Like that, maybe? Wasn't really what I thought it would end up like, but just mixing the other one with it to tone it out. See what happens. So thank you for joining this live. This is my second live on YouTube. Like that. I think a little bit more on the pink. And if you have any questions about me or the painting, I'm happy to tell you all about it. I've been working hard on this one for a long time. So going back with the red on the male ducks. It's not really turning out the way I want it, but sometimes, or usually acrylics, when it dries up, it gets darker. So I want actually a darker effect here, but let's see what happens when it dries up a bit. Oops. Always using some water to mix it up. Dry brushing. Okay, let's go with that for a start. So, okay, now I have the fade from red to light pink. Looks okay on camera though. So on the for the highlights, I'm gonna do a white highlight as well. But this one I'm using is a French brand too. Again, oh, I could just use I 3D printed this trace. So putting in a tray. So the trip to Croatia, it was amazing. I love Croatia. They're so laid back. There's no hustle and bustle. Like when you go to certain other countries, like for example, Egypt or Turkey, there's a lot of people trying to sell stuff, and they were so relaxed. I love the culture in Turkey. A little bit of highlight. I think it works okay. So no water with this one, just straight on color. Like that, okay. Getting happy. Like you see, it dries up better. It was lighter before, but now it dried up. So I can see where I messed up earlier. I got my finger and I messed up. I see that I have to fill in that, so I'm just filling it in. But I like how this turns out. This is like what I just wanted to achieve. So I'm just using my finger here. Perfect. This color is transparent, so it fades very well with the other ones. Okay, I think I'm happy with the cheeks. Hello. So what I want to explain a little bit this painting. Like I said, this painting is a commission for a couple, Christer and Elin. They have a business where they coach people, and they also have a podcast. It's called Be Daring, Be Different podcast, I think. I listen to it a lot. I should know the name, but anyways, they have a podcast and they are mentors. I went to one of their seminars and it was amazing. I recommend that. ChristerJohnson.com is where you find more about him. But anyways, so I just see them as ducks. They are traveling a lot. They are, both on land. They're sailing around the world. They're both on land and in the water. So I thought ducks are a suiting animal for them. So they are ducks. As this is a male mallard and a female mallard. Christer, like I said, he loves sailing. This is their catamaran that they're gonna have. So he's the captain. That's why he has that kind of hat. Here's also, it's maybe hard to see. This is their private jet. They're gonna have a private jet traveling around the world. And they are going to have a big seminar at the Sydney Opera House. So that's why this is the Sydney Opera House that I painted. And Elin, she has flowers. She's a very outgoing social person. She has flowers around her neck. I thought that suited her and her personality. And yeah, they're smiling ducks. They're happy people. Okay, so what's left? I think this part needs a little bit work before we finish this up. So I am going to get the green colors that are needed for that. Hello. So I think this one is too dark. Like I said, I really love this kind of brand of colors. They're really great. Hello everyone. I'm just gonna go get some colors. I have my phone perfectly set up, so I don't want to move around too much. So for everyone that's new here, I'm Jim, and I have a art brand called Visano Design, and this is a commission that I'm working on. I'm finishing it up. I'm really happy about finishing up this painting. I've been working on it for a long time, and I can see I can finally see the end of it, which is a great feeling. It's great working on art and working on things. I like working. It's not that I just want to rush through it, but now I'm so close and it feels so good. Of course, I'm always a little bit nervous to mess up like the last part, but I know this is gonna go well. So now we're gonna see this. I have loaded up with all the greens. I'm gonna just choose a green here now. And I see my phone is going out of battery, so I'm just gonna put in the charger. One moment. Like that. Sorry for blocking the view for you. Okay, is this working? I think so. Okay, we're back. Charging. Ready. I'm gonna get my other palette. I actually saved this palette. Like I told you, I use this kind of lids from IKEA, which I think are great. But I guess this has dried up. But let's see what happens. They are like, how many weeks? 3 weeks old. 2 weeks, 3 weeks. And something that I love to do is actually, pick up the like the dried up color, like this. So satisfying. Drying up the color from the palette. So satisfying. Look, it doesn't stick. Everything comes off, so it's really satisfying when you pull it out, pull it off. Look. So good. Okay, let's see here. Look. Like I told you, this is like 2-3 weeks old paint and it still looks wet and usable. So what I'm gonna do is that I think this part needs a little bit more structure. It's like here I worked a little bit, so the texture is better here. There's no texture, so I want to just add a little bit of texture, and then I think I'm done. So I was a little bit uncertain what colors I used, but now when I have the palette here, I know exactly what colors to use actually. Okay, and if you like art, like modern art, please subscribe to the channel. That would be so I would be so thankful if you could just subscribe. I'm just sometimes I'm working with I have clean hands because this color, it actually says that it can cause allergic reactions, and I'm kind of sensitive to that. So I gotta make sure I have clean hands and no paint on my hands. So yeah, I'm good. So what I'm going to do now is to create a little bit of structure there. And for that, I'm using angled brush. This is my angled brushes. I have a lot of brushes actually. This is just my angled brushes. I have these kind of cheap brushes that that I don't, care that much about. They're a really cheap one from, Temu or Wish or something. And then I have these brushes. I 3D printed this one. It's a lot of brushes. This is my favorite brushes. They are put here. So I really liked not too soft. I think the brushes should be a little bit harder. There are different brands. Some are cheap, some are more expensive. But like I said with the paint, it doesn't matter. The price doesn't matter. It's the properties that's most important. Sometimes you want to have transparent. Sometimes you want to have really soft brushes. But in this particular case, I'm going to use the angled brushes. And if you like art and modern art, please subscribe. This is my second live, and it's really fun. It's more spontaneous. I record videos every day, and yeah, I put them up as shorts on YouTube, on Instagram, and TikTok. But I started doing lives now, and yeah, it's fun. It's spontaneous. I don't have to plan that much. I just put on the camera, and I have a lot to say. To say. Anyways, okay, so I'm just gonna get some water. The other water container is diluted, so I need a new water. Okay, so let's see. I'm gonna use a bigger brush for this. So those who just came here, this is a painting, a commissioned work that I'm working on for a couple that I really like. So now I'm just finishing it up actually. I've been working on it for a full week, and now I'm going to finish it up. So I'm using this angled brush, mixing it with a lot of water, and I just have to get a new napkin. I use this dry brush kind of technique when, even though I have opaque colors, I prefer to mix them and dilute a little bit with water. So let's see, yeah, this color is still working. Okay, so it's a little bit, with water, everything. So I have my palette here, just some water and a napkin where I'm drying my brush. So I'm just gonna put some strokes here. Just, filling in some texture. And what do you think about the music? If you can hear it. Last time I did a live, it was removed, the music, I couldn't, put up the video because I used some music in the background. But oops, a little bit too much water. So I'm just putting some loose strokes to create some texture. I have to go over with my finger because it's just some texture. don't want it to look too flat. I like, even though my style is not realistic, I like, realistic elements, so to speak. I don't think it should look, flat. It should reflect some kind of realism, even though it's not 100% realistic. Putting in some loose strokes, make it look more alive. And if you're in this live and you have any questions, please just write them and I'd love to answer everything. Putting in that texture carefully. This is the finishing touches, so I don't want to mess up too bad. And what do you think about the painting? Any thoughts? Something you like, don't like, anything? Any questions about the techniques? Anything, I'd love to answer. Oops, I saw a small fault up here I missed. I love these Molotov pens, so I'm just gonna go over like that. Okay, so mallard, they're, kind of light where the sun is shining or whatever, where the light reflects. But at the other places, they're pretty dark. Okay, just have to clean myself. It's already looking better. Just small things that maybe no one else has noticed, but it's important for me to do my best work. Loose strokes with the angled brush. This side is where the light is coming, so I put a little bit light green here, almost green yellow. I think it's actually called green yellow. Creating some texture here. It's a better, that's better a bit. Fixing with my finger is my. Okay, like that. I think we're good. Looks good. I think I'm finished here. I'm actually considering being finished. What I can see is a little bit darker. I think this needs to be fixed. I actually have that on my palette here. I'm just gonna mix a little bit with water. My old palette, it's many weeks old, but keeps it dry with the IKEA. Lids. I think that's good work. This one will dry up and get really dark. Looks good. I see I want to work a little bit more on the texture, going with a little bit darker sheep color here. On this side, create that textured look. Yes, I like this one. I like the effect. It's not maybe that visible on camera, but it's just a small kind of details that makes it perfect. So any questions? Looks beautiful. Thank you. Hello, Luca. Okay, so let's see. I think we are done here soon. Last thing is to sign the piece, of course. I don't know if I can show that on camera without messing up the camera setup, but okay, so I'm happy there. I'm gonna pause this palette again. Oh, this is so satisfying when the color dries and you can just put it up. Look, everything disappears. So satisfying. Okay, another time. Okay, so I just see here that it's a little bit too shiny here. I put silver here for some reason before, and now I think it's ruining it. So I'm just gonna take my old palette. Clean my hands because paint can be allergic, causing allergic reactions, which I'm not very keen on. Okay, I'm just gonna use a small brush for this. Maybe even a pen. Let's see how the color matches. Works fine. It's a bit faster with a pen. I love these Molotov pens. Really good. I have a whole rack of them. Acrylic paints, Molotov, the best. Posca is great too, but Posca they're not refillable. So this one are refillable, and they have a lot of colors. So I think a pen works great for this. It's just small details that no one notices, I guess, but me. Just gonna do too much about it, but okay. So the music died. I need some inspirational hip hop music. I don't know if you hear it, but it feels good to have some music when we wrap up this painting. Silver and things are nice, but in the right places. Okay, I think that looks good. So now I'm a little bit concerned. They have feathers, but if I should fix that, maybe I should. It's not that visible, but I'm taking this color. It's Molotov. It's nature white. I never use white. White is not good to use. It's fixing these small mistakes, or they're not mistakes. I think I did it on purpose, but now I see them. Happy little mistakes. Fixing it like that. I need to put on some color because so close now. This is like the last moves before signing the piece. And I saw a painting in Croatia that we had it over our bed actually, and I saw it's not a painting. I thought it was a photograph, and around the object there was like a halo, like a halo effect. So this is a sky, like a thin lighter blue line. I'm gonna try doing that on this painting as well. So where is my? Here it is. I use Posca as well, but they have different purposes. I think that did its job actually. So just about to wrap up this painting. That I've been working on for a really long time. Like this, like a subtle halo. With this Posca light blue. It's not supposed to be visible, it's just a very subtle effect. Oh, and this song is really soothing because I feel so good completing this. Yeah, I think it works well. So I just have to complete this line. Oh, this stance was not good. Oh, I found a solution. Maybe just turn around the painting. Perfect. Never done that actually. Concentrated now. So Okay, just finishing up this painting. It's a joy to create the last markings on this work that took me at least 7 days, full days. I think we're done. Feels so strange. Of course, tomorrow I'm going to find small things I want to keep working on, but for now, I'm actually happy. So I'm going to turn around the painting again so you can see it. Like that. Okay, I think I'm done. Amazing. Oh, I see a little mistake here. That's the thing. You always find something to fix on or work on. It's life, isn't it? It's always something to do or be or see. But at some point, you just have to put the brush down and say, I did my best. I'm just gonna put, this is maybe the last marking I'm gonna do today with the white, a small highlight on the shins here. Just gonna make sure that there's no other color that I use. That's why my pants look like this, because I dry off old paint on them. Shaking him, shake him up, like that song. Okay, let's go. Last marking before signing this piece. Wow. Wow. Feels so good. Oops. Okay. Think we're done. Of course, I saw something now to fix. So I'm gonna just look what it looks like to put down this one to just small outline. Devil's in the details, isn't it? Oops. Okay. Yeah. I'm so happy how this painting turned out. It's been so much work. Okay. Should we call it a day? Small thing to fix here, of course. Like that. The same thing over here, and I think we're done. I gotta turn this Upside down again. Sorry for the dad noise. I need another pen. Oops. I think that's enough though. Just gotta. Shouldn't overwork it though. Which is easy to do. Okay. I think we're done. The only thing left is to sign the piece. And I don't think that's going to be that interesting to watch. I saw that I forgot one more thing, which is always the case. So this angle is not going to be that fun to watch. I'm going to do like that. Okay. I've had this particular Posca pen forever. It never runs out. Light blue. It's really good. Okay. And of course I saw a mistake here. Perfect. Not mistakes, but found something I could improve slightly. Thing is, sometimes you just have to call it a day. And I think we're actually there. Giving away all my secret techniques and oh, this, I gotta fix that. Last thing, I hope. And then when I come home, oh, hello, Sigma Boy 123. You are just watching me finish painting. Okay. Again with the Molotov pen. I love the Molotov. Okay, this is actually the last thing I'm gonna do, at least today, and then there's another day tomorrow. There's another day tomorrow to fix your mistakes. That's life advice there, straight up. So close. Okay, we're done. Just have to sign this piece, making it authentic gym wrap the Son of Peace. I want to thank you for joining me. This is my second live on YouTube, so bear with me. And I hope you have a good night, day, or morning, whatever. Thank you for joining me. Last view on the painting of the painting, turning it on the right orientation. Okay, this is it. Thank you everyone for joining this live and watching it as a replay. Have a good day. Bye.